Hey Niagara, Shawn DeLaat here with your fall market update, and let's talk about September and October. Well, we are in a severe correction here in the Niagara real estate market. What we kind of saw at the more middle of the year through spring and into summer, we did see some sales activity. Bank of Canada came out and said they were holding rates, which actually brought some buyers out. And we had a little later spring market than usual, kind of carried into the summer. Well, then September came, and September brought news of the Bank of Canada potentially dropping interest rates. And what we experience now is interest rate drops in September and October. And what that did is actually paused buyer demand. Well, you got to put yourself in the shoes of a buyer. And if they hear interest rates are dropping, well, naturally they're going to pull back and wait for the interest rates to drop before they kind of make their next moves and activity. So what September saw was one of the highest new record months as far as new inventory. So when you have new inventory at epic high levels and demand diminished, well, creates price decreases. And what we are facing right now is a little bit of a downward market. Prices are coming down. Prices have been coming down since 2022. But more importantly, what we're noticing in our fall market is that there is some aggressive sellers who are pricing their houses sharp to the market to try and achieve a sale before Christmas. So this downward trend on prices may carry into next year. The next year, in all honesty, is a bit of a wild card. But let's talk about right now our fall market. I'm going to tell you this much. If you're a buyer, the conditions are the best I've seen in a long time. Number one, you have more houses to choose from than ever. Now, don't get me wrong, some prices are not priced appropriately to the market, but there's also other prices that are priced well below what the market is actually doing. So great opportunities for buyers. Interest rates are coming down, but again, this is the variable rate. It doesn't affect the fixed rate. You know, we really start to see some movement on that fixed rate, and we will see a market return again. But with that being said, inventory levels continue to grow, more houses hitting the market and less sales, very few sales. So for example, in October, there was 482 sales in the entire Niagara region. And guess what? We listed 1,362 houses. So guys, do the math and the numbers on that. That is pure buyer's market, okay? So what does that mean for a seller? Well, what that means for a seller is it's very important for you to have your house priced correctly, okay? We've been dealing with it all year where sellers are wanting to try and stretch this market. But guess what? They're trying to stretch the market and mistakes are being made because they end up pricing their house a little higher to market value. And by the time they want to reduce their price, well, the market's even dipped below that and they have to reduce even further. So if you think you're missing something out there with your try price, believe me, you're not, because numerous other sellers have tried and they have not achieved sales. And if you go on the MLS, it is rampant with price decreases, price reductions all over the place. So to set yourself up for success as a seller, don't come out swinging for the fences with a high number. Price your house appropriate to the market, but not only that, have your house in pristine, show-ready condition. There's lots of houses out there. There's lots of houses not in the greatest shape, showing very well, that are sitting. Some of them are priced pretty fair, but still sitting because buyers are attracted to the houses that are priced well and show well. Okay, so for sellers, pricing is key and presentation is key. And for buyers, well, I feel that the month of November, December, January, and into February are going to be a great time for you. You're still going to have a lot of houses for sale. You're going to have a little less demand. The big question is what will happen next spring. Obviously, with interest rates being down, Bank of Canada most likely will start to hold rates again next year, which should stir up some demand. But again, the one thing I definitively know for sure for 2026 is that there is going to be a lot of houses for sale again. Inventory levels are going to be huge. So still offering buyers lots of choices. Pricing will be key. But if that demand piece picks up, yes, the good places will start to get picked up pretty quick. And in certain lower level price ranges, you might to see maybe prices slowly go up. But if you're a seller thinking next year is going to be a lottery win, it certainly is not. It's going to be much of the same we saw this year. So looking forward to connecting you with my final update in December, and we'll talk to you then.